Yo, welcome back to another episode of Faddy Daily. It's been a while since I did one of these, and we're back with non-fitness related content. And today in the news, I keep seeing Logan Paul and his fiance. Now, I'm not going to show you the videos, guys. I'm not going to show you the video here, guys, because I ain't got time to edit this kind of stuff. I am looking for an editor, by the way. Should I do an advert here? Yeah, I'm looking for an editor. If anybody's good at editing YouTube videos to make me look a little bit better, I can talk the talk, don't worry about it. But visually, I need things popping up here and over here. You get what I'm trying to say. If you are an editor, please contact me on Instagram or Facebook. That's where I can reply to DMs. YouTube's a little bit difficult. I don't think there's any DMs. It just pops up on the screen for everybody to see, and it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. Anyway, moving forward, talking about Logan Paul. Now, I watched this video of this guy getting on one knee, crying, giving this girl a ring. Now, I didn't think much of it. I didn't really know what was going on until I did a little bit of investigation. Now, this girl, bro, she's a hoe. It's the simplest way to put it. There's nothing else to it, bro. She has been with, well, hundreds of men. Now, many people in the West don't see that as a bad thing. They don't see that as a wrong thing. It's perfectly normal nowadays. But let me tell you, just because it's normal in the West, it's not normal everywhere else. Now, I'm not saying it's not normal in other countries, especially in Thailand and places like that. Having a high body count, is that what the youngsters call it nowadays, or everybody calls it that, is perfectly normal in those places, but it doesn't make it right. That's the issue. Divorce rate at the minute is at an all-time high. Divorce lawyers are like this, bro, like this. Every time a successful guy gets married, especially someone like Logan Paul, who's, I don't know, his company's worth $1 billion or something like that. The prime energy drink's got to be worth a fair bit. I'm sure I heard somewhere it's been evaluated around about $1 billion. So he's got 50%. He's got at least half a bill right there. Anyway, moving on to his fiance. Now, this guy, Logan Paul, he could get any girl in the world. Technically, he could. He's a rich, famous guy, celebrity, in good shape as well. I'm not saying I'm a fan of him. I actually will say this. I am not a fan of him because the way these guys conduct business isn't the way I would do it. Now, yes, they are crazy popular. Like, I would say when it comes to celebrity status, I would say he's definitely in the top 10 or at least in the top 100. So definitely one of the most popular guys currently in the social media, TV. He's even a wrestler nowadays. You know, you can't, and if you go to like Tesco, anywhere like that, his drink is on the shelf. So he's about as famous as you can be. I'm not saying he's as famous as Ronaldo and Messi, but I think he's definitely closely up there. He could get any girl. Why don't these guys, this is what I would say, why don't these guys go to somewhere like an Asian country, not Thailand, you know, the most Islamic Asian countries, and find a wife from there, a virgin wife? And the reason for that is this. Most people would think that, oh, look at this guy talking, he's acting like he's, you know, always been with virgins. Listen, no, I'm not saying that is the case. I'm not here to talk about my, sex life or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is it is right. That's the way to do it. If I was to marry somebody, it has to be a virgin. Very simple. Now, if you asked me that 10, 15 years ago, because I've been brought up in the UK, and I'm used to seeing all the girls in the sense where the girls you grow up with, she's dating him, she's then dating him, she's then dating him, she's then dating that guy. Like this girl, she's had over 100 successful boyfriends. Some are even more famous and successful than Logan Paul. So she's been around the block a little bit. And granted, you know, she's probably photographed more than a normal girl would be because she's dating celebrities, especially high-profile celebrities, not just the standard ones. So I get it. But the point is, as Logan Paul, when you go into a relationship with this girl, he obviously knew when he was meeting this girl who she was. He knew, like, if I was to get in a relationship with a girl like that, I would know exactly where to keep her. Probably 2 arms lengths. You know, you do your business and you just leave it. You don't marry those girls. And the problem and the issue is, or the reason why I say that is this, because as you get older, as you get wiser, as you get a bit more mature, you tend to look at the world from a different angle. And the thing I'm trying to get at here is kids. When you have kids, you cannot have the kid's mum plastered all over social media with different men. Now, is she entitled to have kids? Is she allowed to have kids? Yeah, of course. But just not with me, bro. And if I was Logan Paul, I would say, just not with me as well. He could have got anybody. Just go and get a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, someone who's, fresh, someone who's more pure, who's more innocent. That's the word I'm looking for. Just someone who's innocent, who you can mold to your standard. That is it. There's nothing toxic about it. Because as a man, you just want to be a man and you want to be left alone to work, put the food on the table, and then when you come home, like I've mentioned in the past, the armor comes off from the outside world. That is your place of solace. That is your place of peace with you and your woman and your kids, your family. And one of the guys who's got this down perfectly, who's a celebrity, a mega celebrity, would be Khabib. Look at Khabib. Don't even know what the guy's wife looks like. And I've never Googled it to look. I've just never seen it anywhere. I don't want to delve into some guy's private life, but I'm pretty sure he keeps everything hidden and everything private. And he's a very high profile guy. He was, especially when he got married. I remember they said he got married in a ceremony in his village, in Dagestan, probably to, whoever, one of his close relatives. I think that's how those guys do it. But it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Private guy, high profile guy, in the public eye. And guess what? He ain't ever going to walk around, and his kids ain't ever going to go to school and see kids of their mum. Pics of their mum with 100 different guys. Because if you want to talk about mental health and the state of mental health today, imagine what the state of the mental health of those kids are going to be like 15, 20 years from now. And I mentioned this in the other videos with the Adam 22 guy when his wife did whatever. And Kanye West is a big one as well. They're glorifying these women. This is the other issue as well. This is the other issue as well. And if any girls watch this, I'm sure girls don't watch it, but we'll just talk about the girls anyway. This gives them the wrong impression because they think just because these supermodel girls, I'm sure this girl's a supermodel, and Kim Kardashian, what was I going to say her name was? Kardashian, yeah. She's also a supermodel and a high profile person, public figure. They can marry rich, billionaire, successful guys. The normal girl is going to think, do you know what? I can have my cake and eat it too, but that ain't the case for you, love. Simple as. You cannot run around with 100 men and then when you're ready to settle down in your early, late 30s, go and pick a successful guy. It's not going to work for you. And we know that statistically. I'm not one of those red pill, women hating guys. You guys have never heard me kind of say this. And you know that when I do talk about situations like this, my attention is always towards the kids. It's always towards the kids because that's how I think now. I'm a father. I have to think about these things. So I'm thinking, look, hang on a minute. Why would you want to pick a woman who's had 100 plus boyfriends? Now, I'm not saying she's not allowed to have a normal life after this, but she should have thought about those choices early on. It's going to affect him later in life. I don't see the marriage lasting. I'm no marriage counselor. But the point is, I just wanted to say that I don't see why. In fact, who are these like Logan Paul and that? Who are they around? Is there no one advising them? Like, I'm no marriage counselor, but have they not got enough friends? Have they not got enough people to say to them, bro, Logan, come here 1 second. Just come here, bro. Just come here, away from all the media, away from everyone else. Come here. Bro, do what you need to do, bro. Enjoy it, chill. She's a 10 out of 10. I haven't even seen the girl, but okay, she's a 10 out of 10. Great, she is, okay? You've had also many 10 out of 10s. But this ain't take-home marriage material, girl, bro, because think of the consequences down the line. And then maybe Logan Paul would have thought, you know what, G, you're right. I'm glad you mentioned that to me. I wasn't thinking straight because I was just a little bit pussy whipped. And we've all been there one time or another, bro. We've all been there. And maybe I wouldn't have listened to that guy if I was Logan Paul as well. But if you bring something to the table, bring another idea, put it in the guy's head, maybe, just maybe, he would have thought, okay, I'll keep it on the side. And then, like Leonardo DiCaprio, once she gets 23, dump her, put her back to the streets, let someone else deal with the baggage, bro. There's plenty of guys out there, there's plenty of simps out there that will deal with the baggage. But you as a hyper-successful individual, why are you going to deal with that baggage? And then on top of it, I know recently, today, I was literally watching YouTube today, and something to do with the guy who's fighting Dylan Dennis. He's the one who's been posting all these pictures of this girl, and now he says he's got this picture that will ruin the relationship, will end everything. I'm assuming it's a sex tape. I'm assuming it's going to be that, which doesn't surprise me. These kind of girls do this kind of stuff on a regular basis with multiple guys. It's nothing new. But if there's any females watching me out there, do not think that you can do this kind of stuff in your early, late 20s, and then by the time you hit 30, you're going to settle down with a successful guy. This is just a 1 in a billion chance that this girl got lucky. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole Logan Paul situation. Please let me know what you think. Comment down below, like, and subscribe.